Hello Gemini, how are you guys doing? Welcome back if you are joining once again, and if you are new, it's nice to have you here. I'm taking a look at what's happening for you in love, what has been happening, and what we can continue to look forward to during the month of June. What are the dominant energies, prominent energies? I'm also doing my reading slightly differently as of this month, Gemini. I'm starting the reading off by looking at the divine masculine's energy individually, what's going on in their life, in their energy, and the feminine separately. The reason why I'm doing this is I'm wanting to give a little bit of extra attention and focus to the divine counterparts. There's a lot going on at the moment, a lot happening in terms of energy, a lot of awakenings taking place, and those people who have opened themselves up to started tapping into the fact that they have come here with divine purpose and awakening to the reality of why they've come, who they are, the impact that they've come to make, starting to do their work. Some have been doing their work, elevating to new levels. Those conscious beings that are drawing near to coming into the union with their divine counterparts. I'm just wanting to give them a little bit of extra support. So, I am going to be doing the readings in that way from this month moving forward. What's nice about that is we're able to see where the divine masculine and feminine are in their individual energies, which also gives us an indication of how close they are to coming into alignment, how far apart their energy alignment may be. And this also gives you then an indication of how close you are to coming into union. The other indication for you divine counterparts out there who are wondering about what's happening and when things are going to come together, waiting for divine timing, another indication is, how's your relationship with yourself? How are you feeling in love with yourself? How are you feeling in your life, in your purpose? How are you on pause? Are you waiting? Because if you're waiting, if you're chasing, if you're obsessing, well, then you know what that means for your divine counterpart. Whilst you're chasing the energy, they're running. We've come here. These connections are important for the collective. It's about that agape love. It's about pure, authentic, real love, bringing that into the world, bringing that into our experience here. That is what we're doing. That's what we've come to do. And helping these couples to come into union helps the collective. The more of them come together, the more of them are able to, obviously, before you come into union, you come into union within yourself. You come into fullness within yourself as individuals. That's what draws you together. So you've got two whole people. That's why you've got the 1111, because it represents the two aspects in the feminine and the two aspects in the masculine and the feminine, masculine and the feminine, which makes two wholes. And those two wholes make up the divine masculine and the divine feminine coming together, making a whole. So you've got these highly evolved beings vibrating really high, doing their work, having done their individual work, now working together. That impacts on the rest of the collective because they spread that work and that healing around. It's not just about coming together and staring into one another's eyes all day. These are people who knew they came here to work, to do the work, divine work, beautiful work. So it's all good. It's win-win. But it means we can't be lazy and sloppy in our thinking. We can't be lazy and sloppy in the way that we process, where we stay in toxic cycles year in and year out and just see ourselves as a victim of circumstance. It's about taking power back and bringing that power into the dynamic as a union, and therefore bringing that power into the world. So you will find that many readers are giving these divine counterparts more support and energy, time, guidance, whatever spirit is wanting to share. And I'm doing the same because I've been called to do so. I feel that we can all do with a little bit of extra help. It's not an easy journey. There's a lot of figuring out. But once it clicks, it becomes really, really beautiful, powerful. It's dynamic. But first, how are you doing in relationship with yourself and falling in love with yourself? That's a beautiful indication. So therefore, I'm looking at the masculine's energy and the feminine's energy differently. Now, for those of you who are new to my channel, I'm a no tools medium, intuitive reader. I'm born gifted. I speak to spirit. I channel. I tap into energy. I remote view. I am shown into past. I'm shown into I'm not going to go into all of that, but basically I want to give you an indication of how I work with spirit. So I do read the cards, but the basis of my message and the basis of my work is channeled. From the moment that I start recording, spirit is already bringing messages flowing through me. So nothing that I've said to you up to this point, and nothing that I will say to you moving forward, is me. It's not my opinion. It's not what I think is the best thing to say in the moment. It's not just me reading what the card's saying. It is me channeling. And it is a combination of many things. Spirit shows me impressions, bring me messages, speaks to me, shows me scenarios, things that have happened. I have to find a way. I read the energy. I have to find a way to translate that to you in a way that makes sense. Therefore, I will sometimes use personal experience, personal stories, analogies. Sometimes they even bring songs. It's not often that they do that though, but sometimes they do. And sometimes they do, and I just find another way to translate the message because, you know, I have the freedom to do that. Either way, I want you to know that I'm channeling. Allow yourself to take a few deep breaths. I always ask that you center yourself, settle into your intuition. Draw your guides and keepers near. Thank them for being with you. Ask them to guide you through this message, through this reading. Ask them to help you to see and to know without a doubt if it is your message or not. Which parts of the message is not for you. Which parts are absolutely meant for you. We have a tendency sometimes to only take what we like and what feels comfortable. And the rest we sort of say, no, that can't be me. That must be my divine. Because that's their behavior. That's not mine. I would never do stupid things like that. Well, if it is your divine counterpart, then guess what? It is you. They're mirroring you. In fact, everything that you experience in the world around you is a relationship. Your relationship with your money is symbolic of you, your personal currency. Your relationship with your work, your relationship with your purpose, how you've treated it. Is it just something that you think about from time to time, but it has no real place in your life? Everything is about love. Everything is about relationship. And your divine counterpart is helping you to heal so many areas in your life, even though you feel that they've caused you the most terrible pain because they've left you. They are serving you in ways that both of you do not even realize. Because they are healing things for you. They've come and they've decided to face giants so that you don't have to. For the both of you. You've come and you faced giants because you felt you would be better equipped for the both of you. And together the two of you are doing that for the collective. When you heal whatever you face, you are not only doing that for yourselves. When we heal, when we do our work, when we overcome certain things in our lives, we are doing it for the collective. We're doing it for other people as well. We are not just doing it for ourselves. When we come to realize and acknowledge that we are interconnected, that we are not these little islands, that we are connected in so many ways. We can have and when we learn to have compassion for ourselves, we can extend that compassion to others. There is a deep sense of emotion that's flooded over me. Your masculine is dealing with a lot at the moment. If you are the masculine watching this, I feel you. You're dealing with a lot at the moment. You've come to realize that this is bigger than you ever thought. And you are feeling the magnitude of it. You are feeling incredibly blessed, but at the same time, incredibly moved just by everything. And the magnitude of the decisions you make and how much bigger that is. So where before you might have felt overwhelmed by how many people you feel you are accountable for and how many people you affect with your energy, your decisions. And now it just got bigger. For the divine masculine, shit got really real of late. It was possibly with this last eclipse. Yeah, Gemini was affected with the eclipse in Gemini, the Sagittarius, in the month of Gemini. The area that was most transformed, most affected by the energy for Gemini was relationships, so that makes sense. Ooh, somebody is feeling a lot of love. A lot of love for the feminine. That is why I feel, you know, I suddenly felt this clarity about the magnitude of what is happening within the collective, in the universe, in terms of our energy and who we are. We've not just come here to see that we get to eat through the month and what's the next thing I want to do. It's not that basic life anymore. I feel like this masculine's mind has been blown. This masculine's awoken. This masculine's awoken. And there's immense emotion for this feminine. They've realized what this is. They are ready to take the gamble. They've taken many, they now realize how many risks they've taken, that they could really have messed this up. But here's the beautiful thing, you can't mess up, you can't destroy energy. You can't destroy it. You can impact it, but you can't destroy it. It is what it is. And you will get where you need to get. Sometimes you take the long road to get there, but you'll get there. Sure. This masculine's taken a gamble. This masculine realizes that they cut somebody very, very important out of their lives. And now they are getting clear on what it is they've got to cut out of their lives. It's got to do with home, their home environment. Somebody at home or situation at home, something that they've considered to be symbolic of home. So they either still live with somebody, or it's family that's oppressive that they need to cut themselves off of. But they know they need to cut out whatever they've considered to be home for a long time. They know that they've been stuck in a maze, but now they know what they've been searching for. Wow, this masculine's coming to so much clarity, like a huge awakening. The divine feminine in this connection is feeling very, very stable within herself, grounded, secure. Now, this might not mean, I'm saying herself, but please take it as it fits. When I speak about the divine masculine and feminine, I'm not referring to genitalia or your sex. I'm referring to the energy that you embody in your connection. Sometimes it can be same-sex couples, and the one embodies the masculine energy and the other the feminine. Even in your male-female couples, sometimes the female embodies the masculine energy in the dynamic and the male embodies the feminine energy. The feminine energy is normally the one that's a little bit more evolved in terms of they've started the spiritual work a lot sooner than the masculine. They've tapped, so they're vibrating higher in terms of energy, and the masculine is still working on in the shadows. you know. This sometimes gives us an indication as well. The feminine has come to realize that the most important aspect of this relationship between this masculine and feminine has always been the friendship. And they were so busy looking at what this connection is supposed to become that they missed out on just that. And they are realizing that they would be okay with just being a good friend to their masculine until both people are ready. How beautiful is that? I don't know if this masculine knows this though. The feminine is feeling such love and such appreciation in so many areas of her life. However, the feminine has recently come face to face with a snake in her life. What this means is somebody that was pretending, was hiding their true intentions and their true self. Their sting, their bite has recently come out. An ugly side of them has shown, and they've really, really hurt, or they tried to hurt this feminine. Tried to poison, tried to kill something that she's brought to life in her energy. I get the feeling that they didn't succeed because everything around this is good. It's only empowered this feminine more. This feminine has been able to tap into, dive into deeper truths, and is able to walk away from this friendship or relationship knowing exactly who this person is, no malice, just seeing that this is somebody that is filled with venom because they fill themselves with venom. You see, when we're busy brewing poison for other people, that poison is being brewed inside of us. So you poison yourself first. Sometimes we bring poison just because we want to protect ourselves, or we bring poison because we're not focusing on what we are doing, and it's not even intentional, but eventually we are so filled up with poison that whoever we touch gets poisoned. And this is the kind of scenario that I'm picking up here. But because this feminine is able to look at this perspective and see it for what it really is, because they've come into so much personal strength, they've not taken this personally. This snake has no power over them. No power over them whatsoever. Something beautiful's been unlocked, and I said unlocked. It's as if the power has been harnessed, seen for what it is, mastered, and is locked in to her being, is a part of her, and cannot be affected by anything that happens outside of her, no matter what people try to do. I'm picking up a very, very powerful energy between these two people. These are two very, very strong people. These people have beautiful things to do, beautiful work to do together. Your twin flame guides and keepers are really, really working, helping and supporting you guys to come together, helping you to heal, helping you to tap into who you are, helping you to tap into and unlock all these powerful truths. These are people that have done, these are individuals that have been working. Even if it's been in a messy place, even if it's been difficult, they've kept working. They've kept pushing. Sometimes we've got to look at this. The Ace of Cups. There's so much love here. There's so much love flowing here, and this cup is from heaven. This is the kind of love that is poured down from heaven Your emotional cup is filled and overflowing from the heavens, from source, from the divine. These people have figured out how to open themselves up to divine love. There's so much love here. Wow. Okay, Spirit showed me that this masculine is really working hard on making sure that whoever they were committed to financially, or this is possibly somebody that invested in a life with somebody else, commitment, long-term commitment, was still trying to be wanting to be supportive. There's a financial working together with this other person, and that formed a third-party situation. Okay. Let's see what's happening for you, Gemini, with your person this month. Okay. Somebody's making their way to their person. Somebody's making their way to you with this coin. The Knight of Coins is making their way, coming to make this solid offer. This solid offer of balanced give and take, stable connection, to build and to grow and develop, bringing all of the elements and the parts that you and your person have coming together. You with your 9 coins, them with their 9 coins, you with your 9 cups, them with their 9 cups, working towards that 10 of Pentacles. This person is methodical, patient, diligent, slow. They take their time, but they're adamant to get this right. They're coming towards their happiness. They don't want to compromise their happiness anymore. That defensive energy where this person felt defensive towards you, or you felt defensive, is in the past now. There wasn't a balanced give and take here initially, and that was part of why this person, this masculine, felt as though it wasn't balanced, as though you guys were not on the same level. They felt like you were out of their league, and they were not, even though they wanted to come in and offer you all that they have, in their mind it wasn't enough, and so they were constantly feeling inadequate. There is confusion here, and this masculine knows that your person knows. So it could be the feminine, it could be the masculine for some of you. Knows that having all of this divided attention and being confused about where to be and what to do, and being all over the show and not being focused and prioritized about where they're going to invest their emotions and their energy, that is what got them shut out. That's what put them in the timeout. They were put in timeout. Why? Because you realize that this person is not loving you in the right way, is not respecting you, is not valuing you, and you were not going to tolerate that. It was simple. This is what it is, and since you cannot honor this, take a chill pill. Figure yourself out. This person's gained new perspective, realizing that this kind of behavior comes from a very, very wounded, toxic place, and that doing the emotional work is important. And look at what is coming in for you guys, the 10 of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Kundalini power rising. Two people that are balanced in their chakras, their energy centers vibrating high, coming together, whole, vibrating at this intense level of power. Emotional fulfillment, sharing love, love being so full that it flows out of them and it touches the lives around them. You are very clear about so many things, and you've become even more, you've gained more and more clarity. You're in a very good place to know exactly what it is you want, and not willing to compromise, and knowing that you have the power to draw that into your life, to manifest that, to create that. And then, of course, your person could very possibly also have air in their sign, in their energy. So maybe the sun or the moon sign, they have air in it. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You could be a cross watcher and your person could be Gemini. So your masculine could be Gemini. But this person, your person, has come into such mental maturity, clarity. Why? You don't become clear here without maturing here in the emotional center. There's been healing here. Getting real about how they feel, not blocking their emotions, not being in denial, not experiencing real love as a burden. You are hoping that they've moved out of this eagerness to act because it's a distraction, and they enjoy having their ego boosted, and they enjoy being in the swing of things, in the midst of things, in the mix of things, but then losing interest when things get real. For you guys, the final outcome is going to be absolute strength here. Strength. Going from strength to strength. Overcoming the things that hold you back and hold you down. Another tower coming in to actually push this forward, to actually establish this level of strength, to know that I don't have to wrestle with this. Acceptance is true strength. Allowing myself to be vulnerable is true strength. There's something that your person has been focused on, working on for too long, realizing that maybe that's not the way. Maybe there's an easier way. Me keeping my head down, missing everything that's happening around me. Maybe there's an easier way. Coming out of the energy of going back and forth, back and forth. Where should I invest? Feeling passion, inspired to reach out to you, to come and express to you how they feel. Being nervous because they don't want you to get the impression that they're still coming in with this non-committal kind of energy. Wanting to feel a sense of home again, a sense of belonging again, like they did with you. Feeling nurtured, loved, appreciated. Knowing that you are the one that they can build with. Having the capacity to love you in fullness, without fear. No longer carrying this sly, manipulative, narcissistic energy of sneaking around, realizing that that was never them. It was a symptom of their dis-ease. This is beautiful, Gemini. Wow, this is beautiful. This person's made a choice. This person's made a choice. They want to be with their Empress. Let's see. Let's clarify some of this. Let's see what else Spirit wants to share with you, Gemini. This is really good energy. I'm really liking it for you. I feel you guys are drawing very, very near to one another. Okay. Now, Spirit is saying, your person's working towards coming in towards you. Everything that they are doing, whether they are doing it consciously or not, they are doing it because their desire is to be with you. And everything that they are doing, that they are working towards, is aligning them for that. They are working, putting the building blocks in place, the stepping stones in place, and it will lead them to you. It's taking time. It seems slow. So Spirit is saying, that's why the Tower is there. That's why the Tower is here, because your person doesn't realize that they are strong enough now, that they are in their strength now. They're still doubting themselves. They are taking their time because they think they've got time, and they think it's better to just hold off on things. But Spirit, the Tower is here. Spirit is going to put some fire under their bottom. There's a flame here. This dragon has set this tower alight, and the people have no choice but to abandon, jump out the windows, to leave the tower because it's burning. So this tower that your person has hidden in is going to be going up in flames, and that's going to really, really move them forward. Your person is already in the King of Cups energy. They are emotionally balanced, whole, strong, intuitive, and they have the capacity to bring love into all the areas of their lives. They've established a level of wholeness that is so empowering, and this is why they have all this abundance at their feet flowing into their lives. They've just got to recognize that and realize that, so that they can welcome it all in. This defensive energy was as a result of the sneaking around. And what Spirit wants you to know and understand, that this person, your person, was being sneaky because, not because that's innately, that's just who they are. This was somebody that had a false sense of security and belonging in a situation that was over a long time ago. But because of their low self-esteem and their low self-worth, and because they've been in codependence for such a long time, they didn't have the confidence that walking away from there would mean that they would be safe anywhere else, that they would be, you see where they were, even though it is messy, they knew there's always a place for them, but they didn't know where they're going, if there would be a place. So they would come towards you because they were desperate for the joy that they experience around you, the happiness, the sunshine, the abundance, and how easy it was to be around you. But at the same time, they were struggling to believe that it is real, and the healing that they experienced around you. So they couldn't help but be drawn to you because there's this powerful pull. And then they would go back every time because they didn't want to lose or to be kicked out of the circus. You know, it's a circus, but it's the only home they've ever known. This makes me feel so much compassion for this masculine, because even though this masculine was being sneaky, going back and forth, giving the impression that they liked the idea of being all over the show, this was just behavior from a place of fear and still having childhood issues. That's what made them defensive. because they felt stuck. They felt stuck. They felt as though nobody understands what's going on with them. There wasn't equal give and take. Okay, and this masculine, whilst you were focused on developing this relationship with this person, they were focusing on their money because they wanted to come to a place of feeling more secure within themselves so that they can offer you something. So they can feel that they have something to offer, they're worth something. Yeah. The reason why they were all over the show, confused, and why they were investing in so many places emotionally is because they were in this energy, this King of Wands energy. Likes to be where the action is, charismatic, able to get things done, wanting everybody to be happy with them and wanting everybody to like them. Action-based, yes, great. But longevity? Losing interest after a while? Just living in the now. Yeah, that's great, live in the now, but get your shit together, you know? This 10 of Cups, your wish fulfillment, is coming in. Your person's coming in with a real solid offer. They're not going to come in hot and heavy, romantic, declaring great love and all of that, but they are going to make it very clear in their actions that you are important. They're going to make it very clear that you deserve to be taken care of and that you deserve to be treated well, and they will be solid. That is where their focus is going to be, on showing you that they show up, that they keep their promises, that they are stable. That's what your person believes you are looking for. So don't see that grounded demeanor as lack of interest, because they're not making grand gestures of romantic, you know, all of this. They want to show you I'm solid and I'm present, you know. If you are feeling in any way oppressed in any situation in your life at the moment, Spirit wants you to know it's not real. Trust your intuition. Trust what you've learned. It's not real. Yeah, what did I say? Your person is clear. They've come to mental clarity. They want to communicate this. They want to cut out anything that keeps them away from their Empress. They know who you are. And everything that you guys have been working on is going to be harvesting so much more than you even expected. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful. Yeah? You guys have done your inner work. You are focused on your healing. This is what is going to lead to equal give and take. And your person is making their way towards you, coming in with that passionate communication to share what has been going on. This is the truth. This is the story. This is what I've realized. I don't want to be left out in the cold anymore. The world is not warm out there. You know, So Gemini, that is your reading. That is your message. If you found that it resonates, let me know how in the comments. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to receive my upcoming videos and see them as they come out. It really helps my channel to grow. I appreciate it. It also helps in the energy exchange. I automatically do a channeled healing to my subscribers and to those of you who are watching, you know. So it really helps me to tap into your energy and to do that remote healing for you, to help you with the blockages in your life. Thank you so much, guys, for taking the time to watch this video. If you would like to get a personal reading, a look into your personal situation, to receive guidance and to help you on your way, I would be honored. My email address is in the description box below. Thank you so much for your time. Do what is best for you. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm loving the energy here. Love and light, and I will see you guys next time. Bye now.